สบายดี For most of my life, I had a bad case of anxiety. I was known as the kid that could not communicate, let alone want to make friends. Because I didn't. But that was back then. I was always the odd one out. I didn't fit in school, and I never really understood why until I was given a label for it in early high school. After a series of events and questioning the dip in my self-esteem, I took myself to seek a psychologist for the past year for my personal problems and thinking that I had ADHD. But we can go over that in another video. Anyway, a month ago, I was handed a booklet called Stepping Out of Social Anxiety Using the Exposure Ladder. An idea came to me about using it as a topic for my next blog or vlog. It's played a huge part in my school life and my identity, and it's something that occasionally still affects me to this day. Something so many out there that we don't know who are going through or have been through something similar. There are parents out there that have children that grew up the way I did, we did, and they're curious and they want to understand what's wrong with their kids, just like my parents were when I was young. This video is for that target audience. Anyway, my first thought was that I've seen the exposure ladder before a few times, multiple times. This same printout was shown to me as a child. The same technique is used for children with, let's just say, different types of anxiety disorders. I was avoidant back then, never understood why I was even there, or accepted that I needed help. This form of exposure therapy fits under cognitive behavioral therapy. Your psychologist will tell you to list things starting from 1 to 10, what makes you the least anxious to the most moderate to the most severe. For example, making eye contact, greeting people, booking appointments on your own, or ordering things. And what they want you to do is take it one step at a time. And you will be uncomfortable doing it. And that's okay, because that's how it works. Come to think of it, I've done it so many times without even realizing. High school experience, friendship circles, performances, auditions, song covers, job interviews, etc. Putting ourselves out there. And I suppose your goal is to face your fears until you're comfortable in your own skin enough to no longer give a damn. I haven't actually attempted and completed it yet, but when I do, or if you do, let me know how it goes. As I've been told quite a few times, is that I grew out of it. As we grow, we collect life experiences, we evolve, we adapt, and we develop an immunity. Last but not least, I was told about 2 types of mindfulness activities, which I noted down. Coloring in mandalas. Coloring in a printout of shapes and patterns is said to relieve feelings of anxiety because it keeps your mind on one thing. Or maybe even try painting. 2. Colors of the rainbow. Sit down, think of a color, then look for that color in your surroundings. Do it a few times. I've tried a version with my eyes closed before bed, and I can honestly say it does give very similar feeling effect to meditation, a state of peace and serenity, because it keeps your mind on one thing. 3. Out of my own working memory or knowledge, mindfulness and meditation. Meditation and deep breathing has always been a go-to remedy in the world of alleviating stress and anxiety. It's highly recommended in Buddhism, monks and psychologists, even in singing. I've been watching some mindfulness breathing meditation videos, particularly by the owner of the clinic that I've been seeing. I'll drop the link to a playlist I made in the description below. Or you can just have a YouTube search and make your own. And if worse comes to worse, medication. I've been on medication for most of my life because my parents. Never been a fan of it, but if it helps, it helps. A lot of therapists also encourage keeping a journal. Something about managing your thoughts, feelings, and emotions. Or another therapeutic approach, working with a psychologist to identify and change unhelpful thinking patterns. At the end of the day, no one's perfect. You know yourself best. On some occasions, the only opinion that matters is the one within. You are bigger than is what is making you anxious. You are stronger and capable of things that you don't even realize you can achieve. Keep hustling. Thank you for watching. I'm Natalie Moon, and on behalf of the moon, I shall triumph over evil, and that means you. Remember to hit the subscribe button for more videos like this one.